Okay, hi guys, it's me again, Bruno. So today the title of my video is why you shouldn't smoke weed or pot. So basically the idea came from a conversation I had with a young man, and he was telling me how all of his friends are, smoking weed and smoking pot. To be honest with you guys, I don't know really the difference between weed and pot. I don't know if it's the same thing or if there's a difference, or if one word is a synonym of the other. I honestly don't know, to be honest. And so he was telling me how smoking weed is destroying the life of his friends, And he said it would be great if you could do a video about that, so people can really realize, can understand how bad it is. And as he was talking to me about that, I remember when I was in high school, I had a lot of buddies, a lot of friends smoking weed, smoking pot, And I remember how they changed. When I was in high school, I was 100%, sport, basketball, athletics, and stuff like that. And I had friends that they were exactly the same until they started to smoke, weed and pot. I mean, we were going out, going to the club, chasing girls, all the stuff that teenagers like to do, And when they started to smoke, it was just hanging at someone's apartment or to go to some parents' house who were not there, out of town, and just smoke weed and drink alcohol all night long. For me, it was just not fun at all. Because I was young, I was dynamic. I wanted to go out, I wanted to go dance, I wanted to meet girls. I didn't want to stay in an apartment for hours with guys smoking weed and laughing for stupid things and just being there I can describe, it was a nonsense for me. It was not fun at all. So I remember I remember that because what of this young man told me. So I remember back in the day in high school, and they changed. And I'm not even talking about personalities. Personalities changed. They became really lazy. Really lazy. So, I'm speaking to you guys, teenagers, and everybody else. And that idea, that notion that pot and weed does not create addiction, it's just a nonsense. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a specialist, but I saw with my eyes how people change. So there is an addiction. Even if it's not a physical addiction, it's a mental or an emotional addiction. People just can't stop. They start smoking once a week, and then it's twice, and then it's every day, it's three times a day. They just can't stop. They need it. And the more you smoke, and the more it has an effect on you. There are studies, you can check it online. There are studies how it affects the brain. People keep saying, oh no, it's nothing, it's light, it's like alcohol. By the way, alcohol is a drug also that can create an addiction. I'm not saying that people shouldn't drink, a glass of wine or a beer or whatever. Okay, I drink on the weekend, no problem. The problem is when you do it every day. So I'm coming back to what I was saying. So this is really for teenagers and for everybody. It's not a solution. It looks fun in the beginning, but then it's not fun. I remember I had a friend who was in college. He went to college and he was living just in front of campus. Just in front, across the street. And guess what? He was smoking. He was even He was not going to school. He wasn't even going to school. He was living across the street from campus. Why? Because he was high all the time. And obviously he didn't graduate it. At the end of the year, he didn't do anything. He spent all the money his father gave him for the 3 years. He spent it in 1 year. Smoking weed and doing nothing, basically. So my advice for you young guys and everybody else is, it's a serious thing. It's like, I know somebody's going to say, yeah, but I smoke weed and, I have a job. I have good grades at school. So I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah. I mean, some people take cocaine and they say they're okay. They're businessmen. They work in Wall Street or whatever. They're bankers, but it's just a matter of time. It's not because nothing is happening now that it's not going to happen in the future. I mean, the weed thing, the pot thing just kills ambition, kills motivation. People just become lethargic. No ambition, no motivation. For nothing. And I have a really, really dear friend. I can say he was one of my best friends, or maybe my best friend in high school. So he smoked pot, he smoked weed, and I think that it took something else. And you know what happened? He had a problem. He had a mental breakdown. Those drugs did something to his brain, and he never recovered. He went to a mental institution. Until this day, he is taking pills. He is living with his parents. Until this day. And I can tell you that I was in high school a long time ago. So he was not able to build a life. And it's not because it's not doing anything to you that it's not going to do something to someone else. People are different. People react different to different things. It's just something that it's better not to try. And I'm talking to you guys, teenagers. Oh, let me try and I will see what happens. No, don't try it. Don't try smoking. Don't try pot. Don't try cocaine. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Those things are addictive and they are dangerous. And I saw that with my own eyes. So please, guys, find something else to have fun. Drugs are not fun at all. You shouldn't mess with drugs. Okay? So that was the message I had today for young people and other people. And if you know you are addicted, you know you have a problem, I mean, just seek a doctor, seek help. There are specialists in the area of the addiction. I mean, do something. And for you young guys, young girls, I beg you, don't start drugs. Weed is the same thing as cocaine. It's bad. It's dangerous for your brain. It's dangerous for your future. Okay, guys. So I know it was a little bit a heavy topic, but this guy asked me to give my opinion, to give my feedback, and this is what I had to say about that. Okay? So guys, remember, please leave comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.